Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host, Mary Ellen. This is an episode of echo printing and echo dyeing. I am going to be doing an unwrapping of some echo dyeing that I have been doing. Echo dyeing, echo printing? I don't know, it's echo something. Kind of a break in the action between an endless stream of index cards a day. So here is my pot-o goodness. This is what it looks like when I am boiling them. Moment there. So I have 3 different materials. I have roses from a bunch of different sources. This is sage bloom. It's currently blooming and I've took sage. And this is a strawberry plant. So it's finally cool. It was everything that I could do to not just rip into them. And we will see what we get. We shall see, and I will sort of talk you through what. So I've got a bin over here to be able to put in the dye stuff. So let's start with this one. This one is strawberry, and you can tell because of that. This is, nope, there. I don't know, that's good enough. Yeah, that's fine. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to zonk you all over. Okay, so let us see what we have. So this is strawberry from my back 40. Unrolly, 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 unrolly. Okay, so that's that. And this is, oh, okay. Not ideal using plastic, I know, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. So let's unroll. I need some space here. Hang on. I need some space. Do that maybe? Sure. Okay. It's kind of vaguely smells strawberry-like. And this is the doweling, and this is a broom handle. Wow, it took a while. That I bought at the hardware store, and I cut it into 7-inch lengths. There's no magic to 7 inches, except 7 inches will fit into my pot. So we'll put that back over there, and we'll have a Le Grand reveal. Get rid of this. I hope this turns out nice. So this. So some of this is dirt. That's dirt. I tell you that. So this is imparting color and not printing. So I'm going to call this an echo dye, not an echo print. And I certainly have a lot of dye stuff kicking around here. You can see the yellow. I'm not opposed at all to whatever. If I impart any kind of color to anything, I will be a happy clam. Okay, this is going to need a little bit more of a wash, and I'll show you what ends up happening once I wash them at a later date. There we are. So this might be the inside, and it makes sense the inside is going to be less intense because it takes the longest to get the heat through that. I think if I had smaller bundles, the color would be more consistent. There. Then this is, I think, the outside. And And so this is these runners. And they have absolutely imparted a different kind of color, not the yellow. That's not awful. I'm gonna say I'm pleased with that. A wash is gonna change it. It's gonna clean up the dirt, and it might make the colors fade a bit. But I am happy with that. So that's strawberry. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna remember that that's strawberry. Ha ha ha. Okay, what do you want to do next? Sage or roses? Let's do sage next because I am hot to know what this looks like. So when I was first doing this, this was glowing a bright, bright purple. Sage flower is purple, but purple was not going to be the final color, which is super sad. I'm sure if I treated it with this or that, I would maybe be able to get that color. But we're going to do the same thing as we did the last time. Well, we will if we can find the end. That looks like the fabric end there. Ugh. Oh! Come on. I got that stuck to me. So second verse, wow. Same as the first. And I don't think this color is going to last, and it's going to break my heart. But this sage has worked out really beautifully. Wowzers, wowzers. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Oh, look at that color. Oh, I wish this could stay forever. I think if I were to plant only one herb for the dye world, I think it would be sage. Oh, so there's a couple of things. That is the color, and I'm going to just lift this up so that you can see it more closely. It's got yellow, it's got all of these blues and purples and greens in it. These are not going to stay, I know it. Oh, it's going to be so sad. Sage is versatile. You can print with it, you can dye with it, you can use it as a watercolor print. Like you can watercolor the leaves and you can make a print that way. Oh, this dyed so beautifully. And you can, I wish you could smell it. It is sagey. Yummo! So I have extra, I have an alum, A-L-U-M bath that I soaked the fabric in beforehand, which is, for those in the dye world, it's 10% WOF, which means that you weigh the fiber, and let's say it's 100 grams, then you put in 10% of that, which is 10 grams of alum, to be able to sort of balance everything out. Oh, look at how beautiful this is. And so I have extra left, which means I don't want it to go to waste. Oh, man. So So I wouldn't do it for this, but if you take sage, it can be a bright green, or you can do something called sadden it. And that is, you put it into an iron bath after this process, and the iron will continue sort of reacting and with all this dye stuff, and make it a different kind of green, more the sage green that we are familiar with. And that's called saddening. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I've literally wiped out all of my, no I haven't, one section of my sage. Oh, this smells so good. And I'm fairly certain that will all disappear because there is nothing in medieval times that I don't think uses this. But you know what? We can always be surprised. I don't know. I'm talking out of the top of my very hat. Possibly to people who know way more about dyeing than I do. What I don't know could fill an ocean. Here, more or less done. Let's just take another moment to just enjoy the beauty that is this blue and green. Oh, that it would stay. So I'm calling that one a roaring success, no matter what this final color ends up being. This is a basic, I was gonna say blonde, pure white cotton bedsheet. Thrifted, washed, and now dyed. Okay, so this is rose. And I have I have three different, okay, three different kinds. One has got a bunch of subcategories. So there is a tea, a Chinese tea that I have that is made of rosebuds. You just punk the rosebuds in hot water and you let everything sort of fragrant out. It is intensely fragrant. No idea if there's any extra dyes added or whatever, but we'll find out. But there's some there. There is some dried rose that has been just like you get a bouquet of roses, then you let them dry. So there's one rose like that, yeah, one. And then all of the rest are fresh roses that I harvested from my garden. And there's 1, 2, 3 different roses from that selection. So not all the same color, some are climbing, some are not climbing, perfumed, not perfumed, etc. So they may have different qualities. This is another one that I think the colors are going to fade once I start washing them. Wow! Ay caramba. Whew. And once again, I wish you could have the smell-o-vision. The tea smell that is coming out of this is so intense. It is so floral and gorgeous. Those are really fresh red roses. Do I have it upside down? Nope, we're okay. We're all right. So let's have a look and see what we have. So this is what the tea looks like. But it's a little pink rose. And so that's what that is. These are the long since dried roses. This is a fresh rose, some more tea. Does that help with the, yeah, sort of. Oh, you got these little sticks. I use everything. There were stems that I needed to cut off, and so I just threw them in to see what would happen. There we are, it's a little easier. Oh, this smells so good. If you imagine what, I don't know, like an exotic high-end rose bath would smell like. That's kind of the level of smell. These bits, these little spot bits, are inside the rose. You have like the little, oh, they're anthers or something, I don't know. Anyways, it's those bits that are what this is. I had a lot of that. So that's pretty yellow. More tea. I should get the names of the bits in my head. But I think for those who've been here long enough, vocabulary isn't my strong suit. Vocabulary is not the problem. Recollection at the time that I want to use them is. Retrieval, word retrieval is. Wow. So this is one of the off the vine into the dye area. The bits that I'm talking about are the little sort of spotty bits here. Still not communicating well. More tea. Oh, that red is going to go away. I know it. It's so sad because this looks so yummy. These at one time were pink. Very pasty. More tea, more tea, more tea, more tea. More of this yummo red. Yummo red. My garden has a lot of functions. Food, smell, visual attractiveness, and dye stuffs. And it occurs to me that I've been planting roses for a while to be able to just go in the backyard and pick some roses and do some dyeing. And today I actually did it. Okay, so that's what that one looks like. And like I say, I think this red is going to be fleeting and it is going to wash away. I think the sage is also going to wash away and this blue is going to disappear and leave a green. And then this yellow of the strawberry is going to lighten up. So I am going to stop here and then I will do a second video where we see what this looks like when it's been laundered and then ready for use. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. I recognize that not everybody has the opportunity or the wherewithal to make this kind of stuff, and it's important to be able to share the fun part of dyeing, which is the actual reveal of what you get, kind of like a gachapon or a surprise box. Anyways, that's all for now. You can't miss me if I don't go away. So please take very good care of yourself. Stay out of trouble. Always love you lots, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.